I suppose. You guys want to hear about my flight?
Yeah, you didn't die. That's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I survived. Maverick and Goose, aka Cody. Cody and I, we flew up to Beulah Bay on Lake Sakakawea, did a quick flip around, and then
Sakakawee.
yeah. Hopefully, I'm going up there this weekend to go do some fishing.
You didn't catch a shark?
And, I don't think so. I don't know of any sharks there. Maybe I'm hoping to catch like a big fat walleye that I can mount in my house somewhere. I think that would be pretty sweet.
That'd be cool.
But it was this tiny Cessna plane. Like, I mean, it was like very, very tight, very compact, and is very, very technical on things and different. Got to learn and listen to some the airplane talk, some real life in front things of the in flight things of of like what you hear when they're talking to air traffic control, different ways of spotting the airport when you're landing and looking for different landmarks. And
could you land it if you had to? If Cody would have died, could you have landed that plane?
I would have. I don't know. I mean, if I was able to make contact with somebody at the base and listen to them, I probably would find a way to make it land. I definitely would not be a pretty landing, but I would have find a way to make sure it gets done.
It's not gymnastics. There's no style points here.
All right, guys. Hannah's about to walk in. I got to go get her. So we did not talk about her running over the curb.
I didn't hear that.
No. Nope. Hannah ran over the curb?
Yep.
Well, if I was just a stand-up comedian right now, oh my god.
Yeah, but there was some. It was so like it was very tight, and we had to like latch these doors down. We had to slam it as hard as you could. And there's a couple of times where we like hit some bumps, and I don't know how or why the bumps like happen, or where they come from. But for the most part, it was a pretty smooth ride. The wind was kind of howling a little bit. It was very calm in the morning, but by the time we got up, the wind had picked up a little bit and had a little bit of movement, a little bit of uneasiness at times. There was one I remember where I had my arm and it was kind of by the handle, and we hit this bump, and my initial reaction was to grab like this, like the door handle, but it's like you pull it up, and I grabbed it just on instinct, and as soon as I grabbed it, it was like oh shit, I should not be grabbing this, because if I pull up hard enough, that door opens and I'm falling out.
And you're gone. See ya, bud.
And I'm gone. We were about 5,000 feet in the air, and I don't think I'm going to land gracefully.
Come on, you coward.
Yeah, next time I'll bring my parachute.
That's fair.
Yeah, which I think that's very, in that sense, that's like being a cat. Being called a cat is kind of a compliment in a roundabout way.
If you land on your feet.
Because usually if you're called a cat, it's very derogatory.
I can make it derogatory.
I'm sure you could, but this podcast being the mirror of positivity, we're not gonna, and we're gonna. Now that you're back, we're gonna kick
here. We are not the mirror of positivity. We all hate the world. Let's just call it what it is.
But wouldn't consider myself a super hard Vikings fan. I cheer for them when they're not playing the Cowboys or it has an effect on them. But I probably will be going on another plane ride again with Cody at some point.
Just don't be like the one over DC yesterday where they had to send in the F-16s to intercept it over Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't think this plane is going to be doing anything. It was old. It was a 2-seater plane, and other than just flying it around and going not too far, you can get. It would normally take about an hour and a half. We got there in a half hour,
nice.
And then flew back. So it was an hour flight.
Man, booking it.
Be sweet to go to like around Medora, go check out like the Badlands and something like that. I think that'd be a fun plane, or flying over my grandparents' farm, which would be sweet because that's kind of my next plan, is to go fly over that and try to get a picture. So I have Christmas presents for everybody for next year. So the ideas never stop here. And I don't think I'll ever get my pilot's license because he was telling me it is very expensive. He is already about 10 to 13 grand in between license, microphone, getting a headsets, because you have to.
Hell with that.
Yeah, it's very expensive. A lot of testing. I don't like tests. And yeah, you learn how to fly a plane. So, and hopefully at some point he's able to buy a plane, so we don't have to rent it and it's cheaper. But yeah, so that was my plane experience.